everyone, and welcome to part 3. This one kind of took me a little while to get started because I had to have one of my occasional fights with OBS Studio decides not to save like recording settings some of the time, and yeah, it took me like almost half an hour just to get it set up for, you know, getting both the video part right and then the audio part right. I don't know. Kind of wish I cared a little bit more. Alright, so 3 doors. We got fire and bullies and looks like some sort of beach with a red X and camera, thank you. And a lighthouse. Well, let's go to the lighthouse. I think if I remember the course right, then course 3 should be some sort of water level. Let's see. Portobello, inspect the luminous lighthouse. Don't ask what that is, I have no idea. Okay, and I guess we're continuing like weird graphic glitches where the water doesn't like to show up, apparently. I'm assuming there's supposed to be water here? Okay, yeah. I'm not really sure why I decided to do that, because yeah, there was water in course 1 in that little river in the middle that decided to randomly not appear at some point, so I'm not really sure what causes it. Shy Guy. Shy Guy, please. There. And I guess there's another one because I see a shadow. Side flip if you please. So yeah, I spent a lot of time in the last segment sort of talking about like some movie stuff that I'm really looking forward to and enjoying lately. So I switch gears and talk a little about games because at the end of March, in the beginning of April, there's gonna be a couple games that I'm really looking forward to coming out like within probably like it's almost like within a little less than 2 weeks of each other, because at the very end of March is Doom Eternal, which I think was originally supposed to come out back in November, but that got pushed back a little bit, which isn't a bad thing, and you know, it's better to release, you know, a game, you know, when it's properly finished. Let's see, what was this one? Waiting Above the Water Towers. So where's a water tower? Somewhere in the water, I'd imagine. But yeah, Doom Eternal looks really, really awesome. Is a follow-up to Doom 2016, which was a really amazing reboot for the Doom franchise. Okay, so there's a star. Wow, there's a star up there on those cliffs, a star up on those platforms, a star way up there, and a star way up there. So, okay, so most of these stars are still way out in the open, but it's like, how do we get there? So apparently nothing really to worry about over here on this island anymore. And I guess I should be kind of glad they're not going to make me swim around trying to find anything yet. That might be what we end up having to do when we get it to that beach course I saw back in the other room. Less swimming, the better, I guess. So, alright, let's climb boxes. And oh boy, my old buddies, the heave-hoes. Everyone kind of finally remembers those guys from the base Mario 64 game. Alright, he's not looking at me. Can I... No! Oh! Too much momentum. I love it. Let's get into the fails early. I can't wait to find out where the blue switch is and see what kind of awesome misadventures I get to have with that in this course. Oh. Okay, so hiding out on the ledge is not good enough to avoid Mr. Heave-Ho. Good to know. But yeah, anyway, I was talking about Doom Eternal. first-person shooters, because that has everything to do with Mario. But yeah, if you like first-person shooters at all, I mean, definitely play Doom 2016, and Doom Eternal looks like it's going to be... Wow, I seriously hit that block, and I somehow just managed to hit that divider. That's amazing. But yeah, Doom 2016 looks like it's taking everything that was awesome about Doom 2016 and just taking it to the next level. So I'm really excited for that. And then, yeah, then the very beginning of April, there's the Resident Evil 3 remake, which I think a lot of people were expecting. Oh my god, that was luck. Yeah, a lot of people are expecting to come out, but it ended up being kind of a surprise, because I don't know how that people expected it to come out so soon after after the Resident Evil 2 remake, because that was only just, you know, this past January. Alright, now, how do I... No, not with you. No! Oh, see, this is what I'm saying, because I hate this climbing stuff. Alright, go to sleep. Alright, can I get up there? Alright, we're making progress. Now, I think, is the star up? Yeah, the star's up there. Can I get over there? Guess I should probably take the safe method, and... No, this is not safe. Leave me alone. Oh, come on! I pressed the long jump button. That is so infuriating. Alright. Yeah, I'm trying to... I really want to try to limit save state abuse, because I feel really cheesy doing that, because it's not really a hard hack yet, but like I said, it's mostly about just trying to save time, because these climbing maneuvers just take so much time, and then, yeah, just having guys like that do it, because it's like, yeah, I'm not really in danger of dying necessarily. I just don't like to spend half an hour redoing the same move. Okay, so let me just try and see if I can make it by a triple jumper. Alright, yeah, that's so much faster. So much better. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, Resident Evil 2 Remake just came out a year ago. So to have this one coming out, you know, just a little over a year later is really exciting. We didn't go to the water tower, so that still wasn't it. Maybe it's that rock stuff I saw over there. So how do I get on the rocks? Let's go climb on these boxes again. At least there's no coins up there, so that's... Oh, okay, good, I can get over there. But yeah, there's no coins really on those towers, so I don't... That was... Yeah, that was perfect. Yeah, no coins on those towers to worry with, so I don't have to really climb those again. Okay, double jump if you please. Yeah, but yeah, Resident Evil 3. I'll finish the thought eventually, I swear. That, you know, it got a little... the reveal that was kind of spoiled because it kind of leaked about a week or so before the official kind of announcement on that was made. But it was still really cool to say, oh, it's coming out and, you know, it's going to be, you know... Oh, really? Alright, 1-2 punch. That is the best. Yeah, and it's going to be, you know, coming out so soon after that, and it looks like it's going to be pretty similar to the Resident Evil 2 remake in terms of, like, style and gameplay, so that might be why it was easier for them to get it out so soon, because they can probably reuse a lot of like zombie assets and stuff, so it's not, you know, something you have to build 100% from the ground up. Yeah, I really haven't had a chance to play Resident Evil 3 much since, you know, the original PlayStation release, so that'll be really cool to get a chance, because the Resident Evil 2 remake was just amazingly well done, and yeah, the original Resident Evil 2 was one of my favorite games, and I really came around to it being sort of modernized to, you know, the Resident Evil 4 style of it, being like that over the shoulder and a little bit more actiony than the fixed camera angles of the older versions of the, like, Resident Evil 1 and 2 and 3 and such. Because that was a bit of a sticking point. I'm like, well, it looks good, but you know, oh, Resident Evil's all about those. So I was kind of on the fence. And like, yeah, because I mean, everyone was like super big into how great, you know, the Resident Evil 4 changed up the formula, and you know, admittedly, I was like, yeah, it was a really great game, but I was, you know, very stubborn. I can admit it took me a while to come around to that, but you know, yeah, that was cool. So yeah, having those games come out right on top of each other is just gonna be really busy, because you know, I mean, I don't know that there's any way, you know, even just with worrying about like free time, like to beat, you know, Doom Eternal and then be ready to play Resident Evil 3, you know, within the span of like less than 2 weeks. So that's probably going to be, you know, most of my April just devoted to playing both of those games. But, you know, I guess that's the... Okay, I still haven't found that water tower. Maybe that's one of those other ones I saw sort of hanging out up here, I guess. We just have to keep traipsing along the rooftops. But yeah, it's really a case of, you know... Well, I guess when things get sort of pushed back and then they all... Oh, there's that blue switch. Yeah, we'll deal with you soon enough, don't worry. We got time for our traditional awful fail. Yeah, when things get pushed back and then, oh, everything's sort of getting released on top of each other and whatnot, so... You know. Yeah, those games would be ones that'd be like, oh, that would be cool to play if I was a little, you know, if I was a little bit better. I mean, you know, I got through Doom. It wasn't really... You know, Doom 2016 wasn't really too bad. I pretty much played on like the normal difficulty, whatever hurt me plenty is considered. And it, you know, that was a pretty satisfying challenge level. I don't know that, you know, ultra violence or definitely not Nightmare. That's really anything realistic for me. I don't get into playing on the really hardest difficulties much anymore. Red coin time. So let's get all these coins we can find and see how badly our blue coin challenge ends up being. Alright, so you Conkeldurr! I must continue that meme forever. I think I can't remember. I think in the last thing when Cody did on his hack, there was one of those. I don't know. I think he has a little bit more self-respect than continuing that old joke, but it's all good. Yeah, if you haven't got a chance to watch that, you know, you have to watch the part of his hack that he did last night. I mean, you know, the ending of that was some serious, you know, just ultimate cruel, you know, unfairness with you know, with the way the last star he got in that was. It was, you know, one of those things you just feel like, why? It just hurts to watch when the game is just like, oh, haha, screw you. But yeah, so looks like, you know, this will be another one we can wrap up in one segment again. I'm pretty happy so far. Doesn't look like this was going to be a super long game, so that's also a lot, you know, a lot more helpful too when you can get through a game without having to spend like an hour trying to figure out how to do one star and, you know, constantly resetting to do every single jump. All right, so let's find out where these blue coins are. So what's our nightmare gonna be here? Oh, first try? Is that allowed? I didn't think I was allowed to get everything without having to restart 100 times. And that's without even knowing where they were. Somehow I just got lucky enough that, yeah, that, you know, we were able to get them all without, you know, really obnoxious jumping over the coins. So yeah, I guess especially I'd be a little bit disappointed, Cody. No hilarious blue coin fails. We've conquered the streak. But we still have to find a lot more coins. That's a little bit troubling. Alright, well, where are you going to show up, first of all? Okay, way over on the ship. So, we still need 25 coins. Now, the question is, where are they hiding? I know there's 5 coins hiding up in that cave, and I think there might have been some over on the Toad Island. Let's see. Dive into the water. Where can we find more coins? Oh, in this bush? I guess. Alright. Guess we got them all in there. And more over here, that's good. Alright, 9 more. And we can climb on this tower a bit. Alright. Shy Guys, you want to come down here? Ugh. Kick you. Yeah, so... yeah, those will... yeah, between Doom Eternal and Resident Evil, that will pretty much be occupying my spring tournament games, and then that'll really hold me over until the... I guess the DLC... for Sword and Shield starts kicking in. I think the first half of that is supposed to be available in June, and alright, I'm just gonna grab the ones from over there. I'm tired of doing those jumps. Yeah, the first half of the DLC is supposed to be in June, and then the second half it releases like in the winter sometime. I forget if it's like November or December. Guess we'll find out how substantial those post-game contents for Pokemon end up being. Because I guess that's a controversy that some people have, is that, you know, with a lot of generations, is that yeah, that post-games, it is sometimes a bit lackluster, which is, I guess, is fair. I mean, yeah, because, you know, once you finish with okay, so a dive doesn't work. That's weird. Yeah, once you finish the main game, unless you're, you know, really into the breeding and stuff like I was saying last time, you know, what else is the average the average gamer gonna do with Pokemon? Okay, I'm probably gonna regret the stars showing up in this tunnel. Okay, never mind. Hey. Okay. All that is done. So we have 20 stars. I think that was enough to open up that whatchamacallit, boss room door. Oh, no style points for diving onto the ship. Yeah, so that'll be there, and then yeah, the DLC for Pokemon will be there. And then I also have like other random games that I'll play, like MLB The Show. I pretty much the only sports game I even bother buying anymore these days, because, you know, Madden games are always kind of, who cares, and whatever. Like EA, all the EA sport games are just really awful and terrible. But, yeah, so there we go, another course down. I guess we can try to do a preview just to make sure we end up going to the right course the next time. Either way, I guess I'll do this one next just because I don't want to do 2 water levels in a row, even though there wasn't really much water in that one. But so let's just take a little quick preview out here. Okay, so this is course 4 for Bullies Blazing Bastille with dilapidated docks, but we'll have to leave it on there. So cliffhanger ending, and we'll see you next time, everybody.